DCI John Luther, played by Idris Elba, exudes charm and grit as the most impressive detective on television right now, but tonight saw a whole host of BBC viewers deeply unimpressed with his irresponsible attitude. The detective underwent an enormous blast from the past with the return of unpredictable and brilliant psychopathic genius Alice Morgan, Ruth Wilson, and it left him struggling to focus on the case at hand. Psychiatrist Dr. Vivian Lake, Hermione Norris, and her husband continued their deadly game, but Luther was more concerned with the drama Alice had brought back to London. In one scene, the pair climbed into a car on their way across the city, but viewers couldn't help but notice the detective hadn't put his seatbelt on. Angry at the character's lack of care for him and his passenger, viewers took to Twitter in outrage, with some failing to concentrate on the dialogue as a result. One person wrote, "Am I the only one bothered by the fact that Luther never wears his seatbelt when driving? I want Alice to choke me with the car seatbelt." Luther, another joked. A third demanded, "Hey Luther, put your seatbelt on at Idris Elba Luther at Cone. Luther ... put your FG seatbelt on." A fourth raged. Fans continued to share their annoyance over the plot decision, but one noted it was appropriate for his character. Notice the commitment to characterization as Luther, the renegade cop who plays by his own rules, never fastens his seatbelt. Luther, they said. Another complained, "Luther is amazing. So happy it's back on. But why doesn't he wear a seatbelt?" At BBC Luther, great show, but please, a major character not wearing a seatbelt in 2019 is massively irresponsible TV, a third declared. While a fourth eventually noticed the policeman eventually adhered to the rules, laughing at the fact that Luther just put his seatbelt on. "It's safety first with that guy every time," the viewer added. Alice went on to explain her absence from the program, and it was clear there was still unfinished business between them. The character first asked John not to be insulting, but she became surprisingly candid. "All I wanted to do was disappear and leave you in peace," she said. "But George Cornelius put an end to that. So I'm back to wrap his knuckles," she teased with a grin. But while the detective was still desperate to get to the bottom of why she faked her own death, Alice simply told him, "I had to be dead. That's how all your best relationships end." Luther Season 5 continues tomorrow at 9 p.m. on BBC One.